Warmly reminded that the content of this issue may scare you, please watch at your own discretion. This was a liability accident that should not have happened. 18 lives were artificially terminated. The person responsible for the accident not only broke the law and violated the rules on the road but also unauthorized 20 minutes ahead of the illegal operation on the road. January 23, 2008, 15 to 50, the 5th and 9th train from Beijing to Qingdao. After completing passenger boarding operations, departed from Beijing South Station on time. If all goes well, the 59th train will arrive at the final station in 5 hours and 21 minutes. Arrive at the final destination, Qingdao Station. After the train leaves Beijing South Station. After leaving Beijing South Station, the train will be traveling at 200 km per hour on the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway line. Looking out of the carriage through the window, the scenery outside the window is moving backwards rapidly. This is the most intuitive way. Train and ordinary passenger trains. The most intuitive difference. It was the 5th day of the 2008 Spring Festival. It was a cold winter that was rare for many years. Continuous widespread low-temperature rain and snow, frozen and other natural disasters, caused many railroad transportation disruptions. Passengers saw the trees and crops outside the train windows, buildings flying backwards and forwards, the heart of the urgent return home for the new year. More excited mood. 19:51. The 59th train arrived at Zibo railway station on time after stopping for 2 minutes. Departed from Zibo station at 19:53 towards the next arrival station, Qingzhou Station, downtown. 20:20. China Railway 16th Bureau Liaison Officer Li went to Anqiu Railway Station Signal Building for construction registration report planned from 22:00 to 24:00 in Jiaoji Railway, Anqiu Station to Changi Station for line wiring construction. According to the construction plan from 2100 hours on that day, the speed limit of trains within the construction area is 45 km per hour. This speed for the trains is like a snail's pace. But it is the highest speed limit to ensure construction safety. According to the regulations, construction workers have to be after 2100 hours before they can enter the construction site for construction preparation. Ready to wait until 2200 hours to officially start work. But these laborers, in order to be able to leave work early without permission, Captain Zhu led the construction workers 20 minutes EA. The use of vice hammer and other tools. Use brute force to break open the guardrail on the illegal. And in the construction site on both sides of the unguarded situation. In the operation line began to work. 20:47 The 5th 9 trains through Anqiu Station on the main Li. It will arrive at Qingdao Station in 20 minutes or so. The train driver received a message from Anqiu to Changi. After 2100 hours, the speed limit will be. The train driver received a notice that the speed limit will be 45 km per hour. But at this moment there are still 13 minutes before 2100 hours. So the 5th 9 trains still maintained a speed of 200 km per hour, normal travel. At this time, the 5th 9 trains are far from the construction site, only less than 1 minute of travel. The danger is imminent. However, the workers who were working on the railroad and the driver of the 59th train were unaware of this. 20:48 The 9th train is running to Anqiu to Changi, about 131 km 200 m zone line. The driver noticed that there were lights and people on the line about 200 meters. There were faint lights and figures. He was shocked. Immediately put the emergency brake on and meditated on the horn. But even if the emergency brake is applied, it is not possible for a 200 km per hour train in less than 200 meters of the short distance to stop, and the construction workers in front, unprepared for the arrival of the train. Even if they saw the train, it was too late to avoid it. Finally, the 59th train, at a speed of 197 km per hour, it rushed into the crowd, blood and flesh flew everywhere, people and human limbs were constantly, like rag dolls, were knocked off both sides of the line. Afterwards, according to the construction worker's son recalled, at that time he was clearing gravel. Just after 10 minutes of work, he looked up and saw a light that looked like a train light. He realized that the train was coming and shouted, "The train is coming, run," then pull out his legs and run, but just ran off the tracks. The speeding train knocked him out. He fell heavily to the roadbed and passed out on the spot. When he woke up, he was already in the hospital. In the end, the accident killed 18 people, 9 people were injured. It constituted a major railroad traffic accident. A tragic accident interrupted the smooth flow of Jiaoji Railway. The blood stained the white snow. It also made the hearts of railroad people with this winter. More cold 20:49 after the emergency brake, the train. After skidding for another 1,463 meters, the train finally stopped. The front fairing was flattened. The scene was unbearable. The cause of the accident is anxious passenger line construction workers in the 11th work area without permission under the leadership of Captain Zhu. 20 minutes ahead of schedule to the operating area outside the protective fence. Then no further instructions from the top. Construction Manager Level Supervision Equipment Management Department. Construction Unit Site Monitoring Personnel. Without the situation in place. Forcibly break open the safety fence door lock. Enter the operation L. Forcibly enter the site 20 minutes earlier than the planned entry time and in the construction area on both sides of the unattended, unauthorizedly organized civilian workers to start working on the railroad line collided with the 59th train in normal operation. Was the direct cause of the accident. Result: the person directly responsible for the 11th work area line team leader, Zhu, was referred to the judicial authorities. The second directly responsible person, Su Mao, captain of the construction team of the 11th work area, died in the accident, exempted from judicial treatment. The rest of the relevant personnel were given dismissal. Administrative record: large country. Administrative agencies: administrative warning and fines and other sanctions. However, it doesn't stop there. We should always sound the alarm, eliminate frivolous and fatal human responsibility, pay attention to every detail of our work, putting safety first in the first place. Otherwise, such a disaster will never be the last.